Man, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. And guess what? You know I was coming, even though I'm sick. Even though I'm sick, voice sound kind of strange. But y'all know I was coming. You knew I was coming. I was coming. Yeah, I was coming. You know that. I'm coming to break down this Hernandez Govan situation because there's a lot of peoples who don't know nothing about law, but they got lots of insight about Govan being guilty or not. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing, it looking kind of strange right now. It looking kind of strange. You know why? We're gonna wait till the people get in here. We're gonna wait on some people, y'all get in here. Y'all come on. Y'all come. When you come, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We're gonna let some people get in here. We'll get YouTube. Y'all gotta excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? Cause the way I'm sounding, I'm a little sick. But we're gonna get YouTube enough time to send people's this away. We're gonna get YouTube time. You know, get YouTube time about the big juke situation. And then another thing too. I don't know how y'all feel, but I know y'all have watched the trial. Been watching trial. I've been watching trial since yesterday. I've been watching the trial. You know, some make sense. A lot don't make sense. You know, I feel like MPD. You know, I think they let Dolph family down. I really think they let Dolph family down. You know, and who don't feel like that? You know, even Dolph family might feel like that. Somebody should feel like that. I think MPD, TBI, and whoever else, GBI, all let Dolph family down. You know why? Because I feel like this. Okay, Dolph Dolph got taken away, right? And you know, 2 years later, Big Jug get taken away. But MPD or TBI don't go to Big Jug, put out no, what is the time right now? Hey, just check it out right now. Just check it out real quick. Okay, you know what I'm saying? These folks, okay, 2 years later, Big Jug get taken away. It's 2 years after Dolph. Over 2 years, right? That's when I feel like they let Dolph down and Dolph's family, MPD and all of them, really. Because how you don't put a arrest warrant out for Big Jug, you don't go interrogate Big Jug. You know what I'm saying? It's the same game that the lawyer putting down. And I respect that lawyer for that. And for anybody who say Govan ain't got a great lawyer, the man got a great lawyer. And not only do he got a great lawyer, the man have an experienced lawyer. You know what I'm saying? But lots of people who speaking on the situation, they ain't in Memphis. It ain't about being in Memphis. But a lot of them don't even know law. A lot of them don't even know law. They just making Govan guilty. You know what I'm saying? On the street sense, of course, we think he guilty. Of course. But law sense, just check it out. On law sense though, man, it could be a hung jury. It could be a hung jury. See, y'all seeing what the prosecutor presenting. Y'all see that. Y'all see what the prosecutors, the police, and everybody else presenting. But y'all gotta know their lawyer strategy. You know, a lot of people in the comments might, oh, they trying to put it on Big Jook. You know what I'm saying? Because he out of here and all that. And if that was the case, and you know what I'm saying, he out of here. What can be done about that? And he out of here. Bye. You know what I'm saying? That was a tactic if it was that situation. But that ain't what that man doing though. That basically is what he doing in a sense. But not so much of a sense that what he doing, because for one thing, it seemed like that what he doing putting on Big Joke because he out of here. But now he really just showing the police work, how they fail to do. I'm telling you now, y'all don't want to hear the truth. The truth gonna hurt. He exposed the police work and how they didn't fall through with all their investigation. Okay, I'm looking at it as the judge. I mean, I'm looking at it as the lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm looking at it as a lawyer. If y'all come tell me, if I'm a lawyer, you know, I'm defending somebody, and I got the same work and whatever going on with what they got going on, right? I'm looking at it and analyzing it, right? And I'm thinking like, man, y'all saying, okay, once y'all get a confession from Cornelius Smith and his girlfriend, listen though, when they got that confession from Cornelius Smith and his girlfriend, they basically like they just left it alone. They stopped just really investigating. Really, to be honest, once they got a confession, they went on to that confession and ran with that and just maneuvered through that avenue. So that's what I'm saying with the lawyer. The lawyer showing that the police didn't follow through with the full investigation. They're just like not going to AutoZone, getting that receipt. You know what I'm saying? Not going to that shop. I'm on a car wash and getting the camera footage. You know, all they're gonna have to play factors until finding this man guilty. All they're gonna have to play factors until finding this man guilty. You know what I'm saying? The truth be hurting because y'all don't know law. You know what I'm saying? You got to know law. Everybody, he guilty. He guilty. Yeah, we know he guilty. The streets know he guilty. The streets know he guilty, but when it comes to law, you know what I'm saying? In law, he might not be guilty when it comes to law. You know what I'm saying? When the jury, the 12 jury, make their decision, don't be surprised if it's a hung jury, mistrial. You know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised in the situation, one of them situations goes on, a hung jury or mistrial, everybody gonna be surprised. Oh, it's a hung jury, it's a mistrial. All the state of Tennessee done failed us. Oh, Memphis did that. The prosecutor did the prosecutor. They're gonna look for everybody to blame. They're gonna look for everybody to blame. I'm telling you. I said it about the Diddy case. I said the same thing about the Diddy case. The same exact thing. The same thing I'm telling you about this case. You know what I'm saying? The state, I'm going to tell you right now. As today, from yesterday and today, what I watched on TV now, in the courtroom, the last 2 days have not proven guilty of Govan. If you think I'm lying, do it. You know what I'm saying? Talk to an attorney about it. You know what I'm saying? Talk to an attorney about it and see what they tell you. From today, okay, y'all tomorrow. I know what y'all want to say. Oh, they got phone evidence. They got this. They got this. Okay, y'all didn't see what the lawyer messed them up at when he asked them this. Okay, by me being in the same area as you, not even with you, but closely in the proximity of you, you know what I'm saying, not far from you, with our phone pinged together, and they said, yeah. And they said, yeah. You know what I'm saying? They could have been on the same block. Maybe one block over from each other. That don't mean they phone ain't gonna ping. Oh, they got text messages. They got text messages. Okay, I understand that. But who to say Big Jook sent the text message? It's his phone, but who to say he sent the text message? He ain't here to speak for himself. Man, somebody it's gonna take a lot. I'm telling you something. Prosecutors gonna have to come with a different strategy because at this moment right now, they have not proved, you know what I'm saying, the Govan guilty. As of now, you know what I'm saying, from what I've seen these last 2 days, and we know court ain't over with, we got to go again tomorrow and see what's really going on. But so far right now, if y'all think I'm just talking, you watch for yourself. Just keep watching the trial. Watch for yourself. I'm going to tell you something. Govan have a great attorney. A great attorney. I don't know him. I don't know what dude from or none of that. I'm just saying he have a great attorney. This is from my experience. You know what I'm saying? The man got a great attorney. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no $20,000 lawyer. It ain't that. You know what I'm saying? The man got a great attorney. And that's what I mean about, I feel like Memphis really failed Dolph. Okay. They never charged a Big Jook. They brought charges to Cornelius Smith's girlfriend. But all of a sudden they gone now. You know why they gone? They for working with them. But how is that working with them when Cornelius Smith already told you everything? You know what I'm saying? Cornelius Smith had already told the police everything. I can understand they using her for the second reference or whatever. Okay, you still could have used it. She still could have been charged too. She still could have been charged. She's sitting on the stand telling lies. 1 minute she say one thing. Well, I ain't gonna lie, she was kind of swift at lying. But at the same time, ain't nothing finna tell me the girl sit there and watch that trial yesterday, last night or something. But it ain't about watching the trial when you're there for every step of the way. Man, that girl's supposed to be charged, man. It's bad to say. I'm not trying to with jail on nobody. I'm just saying the girl's supposed to be charged. Man, the girl been knowing everything going on. She knew about the hit on Dolph before the hit was taken. She knew this. Man, the girl knew this. And the crime, guess what? It was never reported. If you know about a crime, you're supposed to report a crime, right? Be real. If you know about a crime, you know what I'm saying? Because think about it. If this girl knew, you know what I'm saying, why show her some sympathy and let her off the charge? Okay, think about this. If she confessed it basically onto whatever happened, you know what I'm saying? She confessed to whatever happened. But at the same time, though, the girl knew everything from that morning. I'm talking not even that morning. I'm talking, like I said at first, before the crime even took place, she knew what was going on. So if she knew that crime was going on, why she didn't call the police? You know what I'm saying? Not trying to say she should be the police, but the right thing to do. Don't get in a messed up situation and feel like that's the right thing to do. Oh, I need to go talk to the police. I feel for my life. I feel for my family. Oh, now it's the good time to talk to the police. But you could have saved Dolph's son some problems. You could have saved Dolph's wife problems. You could have saved people's around them problems if you would have just did the right thing. Don't get charged with it. You know what I'm saying? You was a gangster before. Be a gangster when you charged with it. Be a gangster when you charged with it. Don't turn to a saint when the grease get hot. Don't turn to the saint when the grease get hot. You're going to have to be the saint before then. You know, I think she should be charged. Okay, they're just like Cornelia Smith. The man sit there confessing to crimes on the stand. The man sat there and confessed to crimes on the stand yesterday, man. The man sit there and confessed to crimes. Talking about how he was dumping that paper route wool. Man, that's a whole crime. You confessing to. Man, you could have been charged with. If you shot up into a house or a car, could have been shooting into an occupied dwelling or non-occupied, but shooting into a dwelling. You could have been charged with aggravated assault just for shooting at the man. But where did these charges go? LPD ain't investigating that. LPD didn't bring them charges up. Prosecutor they can bring the charges up. They didn't bring the charges up. That's what I'm saying. It seems like the state of Tennessee, the failed Dolph in the family, if you ask me. The failed Dolph in the family, to be honest. It should be more people locked up. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the lawyer. If the police don't do their job, if they lazy and didn't do the job right, yes, let my client walk free. Do the job the way the job's supposed to be done. Don't let a person come in here confess and then you feel like the job done. We ain't got to work now. We got a confession right here. You know what I'm saying? No, it don't work like that. That's the same thing the lawyer's saying. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like peeling an apple. You know what I'm saying? It's just like peeling the apple. You got to peel the apple if you want to peel the apple. You know what I'm saying, man? Come on, man. Let that make sense. The lawyer, like I said, Govan lawyer, is a great attorney. If the prosecutor don't come up with another strategy, it's going to be a hung jury or a mistrial. Y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear that. I knew it. It's going to be a hung jury or a mistrial if the defense team don't get a better strategy. They're going to need a better strategy. And not only a better strategy, they're going to need to come up with more evidence to prove that Govan did everything they claim he did. They're going to have to prove that. They're going to have to prove that Govan did everything. I'm telling you, the lawyer ain't finna go for this 50-50 thinking and all that. He want evidence to prove that Govan did what they claim he did. And we know one thing. We seen the police fail the investigation. They didn't go to AutoZone. Okay, they not only that, they didn't go to the car wash. Okay, You know what I'm saying? Prosecutor can hand that down to make them go do this. The prosecutor probably got investigators. Come on, man. You know, they failed them. So if they were lacking in them couple errors, where else they were lacking at? Among the investigation. Where else they were lacking at? Let's just keep it real. Where else they were lacking at? You know, like I said, if the defense attorney, not the defense, but if the prosecutor don't come up with a better, you see the lawyer, right? Everybody they brought up there that he cross-examined, he worked them. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all were looking at. From a lawyer perspective or a criminal perspective or, well, no, some dumb criminals, but if you study law or read law books, you know, the man was cooking. The man was cooking. He was doing what he's supposed to been doing. You know, he cross-examined all of them. The man got a great attorney. Listen what I'm telling you. Govan has a great attorney. And this is another thing. All this they brought up about CMG, they never went and investigated CMG. Not only just Big Juke, but the label. Like, where is this money going to? Where is money coming from? You know, it's all failed. The system is all failed. So when the lawyers sit back and looking at the system and see how they feel in themselves, why not give them a try and try to beat them? You know what I'm saying? It's strategy. It's strategy. Learn to play chess. Chess teach you a lot. You know what I'm saying? Chess teach you a lot. Learn how to play chess. And you will see exactly what I'm talking about. And that's what the lawyer in the courtroom doing. He playing chess. He playing chess. He got a good strategy and I like it. I don't know where he found that lawyer. He got a great attorney. And like I said, the prosecutor don't come up with another strategy or more evidence on Govan, it's going to be a hung jury or mistrial. And don't be surprised. I said it first, guys. I said it first. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. I'm going to be live again tomorrow talking about the same thing. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep it all the way real. No matter if it hurt or what the situation may be. I'm just going to keep it all the way corporate steady. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might want to hear, you may not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an attorney. We're going to make that clear. I'm not an attorney. I've read law books. You know, I have read law books. And I see the system in Tennessee, it fell in the peoples. It don't take a rocket scientist to see that. The court proved that today. The court proved that today. It don't take a rocket scientist to see that. You know what I'm saying? When they put their stuff on blast in court today, to be honest. So let's just keep it real. Like I said, they're going to have to do something. And they're going to have to do it quick. Or else Govan going to be walking out the door. If Govan going to be walking out the door, they're going to try to give him another trial. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you. Might be a hung jury. It might be a mistrial. We don't know yet. Time going to tell. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Justin Johnson, lawyer, didn't even fight this long. Let's keep it real. Justin Johnson, lawyer, didn't even fight this long. At all. His lawyer did not put up a fight this long. Justin Johnson came in there, got wrapped up so quick and sent to jail. It was a crime shame. Man, they spun that man, but okay. They spun him so quick, it was before his eyes. The man in prison right now. But you see, with a strategized lawyer, a lawyer that's not in Memphis, that they can't buy out, you know what I'm saying? You see how long the trial lasted? Why Justin Johnson trial it lasted long? Oh, I understand. They did have more evidence on Justin than they do on Govan. From the videos of him going into the house and all that. You know, they have plenty of evidence. You know, like I said, if they don't come up with more strategies, more evidence on Govan, don't be surprised when Govan walk free. Hung jury mistrial, one of the two, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of the two. I hate to say it, but it's just how it come. It's just how it come. Don't blame the court. Blame the police who didn't do the work. Excuse me for that. Blame the police who didn't do the work. Let's just be honest. Blame the police who didn't fulfill their obligation. Blame the detectives who didn't fulfill the obligation. You know what I'm saying? Don't blame the attorney. Attorney doing what he get paid for. He doing what he get paid for. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be surprised. I'm not gonna be surprised if it's a hung jury or mistrial. It won't surprise me. It would not surprise me at all. Because like I said, I feel like MPD and all of them failed Dolph in the family. This man continue to get on here talking about dumping that woo, all this. They ain't brought no choices up on him or nothing. And this man still finna get a plea deal. Listen what I'm telling you. Cornelius Smith finna get a plea deal of probably like 10 to 15 years, if that much. 10 to 15 years. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad. We're gonna keep an eye open. Like I said, man, you heard it here first. Don't be surprised if it's a hung jury or a mistrial. Real talk. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back tomorrow doing the same thing. If you don't want to miss out, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I'm out. Until next time, peoples.